Hello everybody and welcome back. Thank you very much for joining me. I'm Count Christo. This is the Path to Modernity, our friend's campaign in MEIOU and Texas 3.0. We are currently in a war against Naples, and we've just spent like half an hour using 3D charting to try and calculate the relationship between corruption and loyalty. But we won't worry about that too much for now. Okay, so you guys, let's have you gather up in Provence and let's get this war done. Okay. Speed 4 should be fine for now. I would like to catch the Neapolitan army ideally. Right, yes, and we're staring down a pretty substantial coalition if we go ahead with the plans I originally had. Quite a narrow pass we're fighting in here, but our additional cavalry, as well as our morale advantage, should tell. Yes, there it goes. There goes the Neapolitan army. Oh, and just in time we lose the general. I will hire a new one. Ooh, he's pretty good in the fire phase, but that's not that relevant right now. So the peace deal obviously we would ideally want is this. Well, I mean it's this, but that's even more ridiculous. So this is currently going to cause quite a substantial coalition. I'm tempted to just do it anyway, but the smart thing would probably be this instead, which even then causes quite a bit of a coalition. But this province is obviously the productive one, with the port and the decent irrigation and all that. But yeah, it is a little costly situation. Okay. Meanwhile, we are moving towards trying to get the the improved military organization. What else could we be doing that would be helpful in the mildly near future? Minus 10% plus 30% times state reach base indirect tax efficiency. That seems like that value is going to be negative most of the time. It does get substances excised though. I wonder what subsist... Oh, is that... Yes, substances. What substances? Ah, God, why can't I say substances? Substances excised. What is that? Which one of these is that? An excise on the consumption of substances. Okay, it's an exotic tax, basically. Anyway, you guys gather up, get drilling, and we're losing stability. Ooh, actually, it was stable last month, apparently. Let's see if that stays the case. Yeah, it's dead stable just now. Okay, well, I'm happy with that. Wait a minute, why is state reach declining? How can state reach be declining? I didn't know that was even a thing. Where is our state reach declining? Is that because of my lower admin efficiency? Maybe we conquered? No, we haven't conquered anywhere in the last year. Hey, finally, full taxes. Which means we've unlocked another slot. And we're definitely taking bureaucracy ideas. For the bureaucratic influence, the state reach, the yearly corruption, stability. There's loads of great stuff in here. Why is our state reach going down? And why can't I do a expansion of the bureaucracy right now? Because we haven't got one active. Pretty sure. Let's have a look. We've got influential bureaucrats, but we don't have an expansion of the bureaucracy active. Not sure what the conditions are for taking that. I thought you could just always take it. So one thing I would also like to know, are we gaining loot from our subject sieges? Let's see. We've got 240.7 right now. Let's see what happens when one of these sieges ends, like this one down here. They surrendered. Yes, we are getting war spoils from our subjects. Okay, so I haven't really got many objections to the idea of this war dragging on a little bit, considering we are collecting, loot from it. Don't really feel the need to full core these, although if we were to full core them, we would probably be able to. Well, no, actually, even if they were full cored, their autonomy still wouldn't decline. So the Jewish communities we have around the country, they're not that big. Okay, but they're overrepresented amongst the notables. They are causing some autonomy, 0.25 in some provinces. Are we able to try and direct the clergy to convert them? We've got 2% of that. In these challenging times, there may be advantages to changing the religion. No, that's not what I meant. No mission to organize. This option is available because no owned province either has an active missionary or is a colony and a city and has province flag data. This is a little hard to read. And there's no inquisition to be launched. Okay. I guess maybe because the Jewish minorities are flagged as kind of a tolerated minority or something, we're not capable of trying to convert them. Because I do have missionaries. So I'm not really sure why we're not able to try and convert them. And it's time for our next grain subsidy. Wrong one. Grain, full grain. Boom. Good stuff. Nobles still not as loyal as I'd like, but I really don't want to give them any more power. And their power indeed should actually be ticking down because we did just demote the nobility. One of these. Yeah, demoted greater nobility is going to be slowly lowering their power a bit. Which will be good. Dun, 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 dun. And yeah, corruption is declining quite nicely given the expensive anti-corruption campaigns that we've implemented. Maybe I should try and deploy my fleet to the Mediterranean. Stop them blockading my southern ports. I wonder if blockades have any impact on the trade system. Probably not. Okay, siege is continuing. Burden of taxation continues to bear down on us. Maybe I should lower the amount of admin tax I collect, even when we're not giving them a... Yeah, I'm going to lower the amount of admin points we spend per year by 5, even when we're not giving a full blanket, you know, not paying any tax. Bavarian Salic Gavelkind. Give him Ingolstadt. Oh, interesting. Simony. Yes, I will take the cash, please. So we were considering building a local administration down here. The other thing we can consider, maybe we should just go to a level 3 in the capital. And let's see. Yeah, okay, the elites are not quite meeting the maintenance spending needs of the capital. Has that actually caused anything to decay yet? It doesn't look like it. We don't need the garrison here, so we could let the garrison decay a bit. Yeah, they're demanding 5.8 ducats of 5.8 units of raw goods just to do this. I mean, what would it cost to improve the infrastructure, the capital by another rank? It does seem a bit intense. But let's have a look. Improve infrastructure. Capital, rank 3. 1,000 ducats, never mind. And how about that rank 1 down in down here, and not in Paris? That would be none. Probably have to refire the event. Build capital to rank 1. Why is it saying... Oh, I didn't select the province, apparently. What the heck? Why is it selecting Paris? Why can't I... Maybe you can't select or deselect with that event fired? That would make sense. Yeah. 800 ducats to get a level 1 capital down in Lyonnais. Is that where we want our capital? Or do we want it down here first? Now this is a question. How do I tell which side of my country is richer? I guess I can just look for centers of trade and immediately conclude it's the right-hand side. I think that is what we could do with now. Well, how about some more amenities? We've got 50k here, and the amenity housing can only technically support 30k. That's, yeah, okay. We need more amenities. Oh no, sorry, that's peasants. That's peasants. Yeah, no, they can fit. How about in Provence? Level 2, so again, 30k room. They're almost at the limit. How about a little bit of amenity improvement in Provence? And how are you doing here? You've got level 3, which holds 80k, and you've got 30k. Yeah, so how about a Provence amenity improvement? Amenities, level 3, with 3 extra units. 300 ducats, not that bad. And it's going to cost 0.5 resident labor per year. And right now, we have... Yeah, it's weird, because in this screen, there's residents. And in this screen, there's residents. But then in labor, there's no residents. And I think it's just urban. And right now, there's 1.2 spare urban labor, which means we could do a parallelism of 2 without causing too many problems. Let's do that. Let's upgrade the amenities. And how is the maintenance spending going here? There's more than enough money to maintain right now, so I think this is an okay place to invest. Build it. Anywhere else? Like, how about over here in our new Aquitanian holdings? You're at 24, not that close to the cap. You 26 when you've got room for 80. That's fine. Can't we just... yeah, we've got loads more amenities than we need in Paris. Why don't we just kind of ship them down to Lyon? Exactly. Good plan. Here, not too close to the cap. How about Artois? Not that close to the cap either. Anywhere else? How about Lyonnais? Did I check Lyonnais already? Yeah, not that close to the cap. I think we're basically okay. Is there a special map mode for this? Special map mode. Page 2. Because this is when we're deciding where to invest. This is investing in infrastructure rather than stuff, actually. So, page 1. So, slot 5. I would like a population map mode. Urban density. All my owned provinces. Get value range. Absolute linear. Red, yellow, green. Full scale. Save in slot 5. View slot 5. Doesn't really seem to be working. I think it's just because you have to reopen it every time. Page 1. View slot 5. There we go. Okay. That's not really what I was looking for. This is showing... this is just showing how many urban pops are there in a province. What I wanted was more how many are there given the amount of space, which it looks like it's not going to give me. Okay, we won't worry about that too much. Right. I can get another claim. No, I can't. I need 70 for another claim. It's been another year. How's that coalition looking? Yeah, so this is manageable. If Aragon joins... Well, if Aragon joins, it could be a bit of a problem. How are we doing force limit-wise? Oh, wow. Force limit's dropped quite a bit. That's odd. Oh, wow. You're right. Of course, that's not odd. We pissed off the nobles. Makes perfect sense. Yeah, we're looking forward to colonization. That's one of the main goals of our campaign. It's going to be very cool. You send expeditions. We haven't really talked about that system much yet. You send out expeditions that have you have extremely limited colonial range, except by sending expeditions. And you have to finance an expedition. They have a chance of finding maps or founding a new kind of, you know, outpost colony, all that kind of cool stuff. It's yeah, we're gonna. I have never used the colonization mechanics, the new colonization 3.0 mechanics, but we're gonna try them. They're gonna be fun. I wonder if they implemented the different types of colonial subject from... Wait, was that from point 31 or from point 30? It was from 31, right? Pretty sure it was from point 30. 31, rather. Yes, the map mode has... The trade has changed again from 3.0. Especially this big Western Mediterranean expansion into France. I still think we want to try and go after the Channel. Waldensian resurgence. Oh, God. Story goes that Pierre Valdez was a merchant in Lyon long ago who renounced his wealth to go preaching. Members of the Catholic clergy followed him, forming a movement called the Poor of Lyon. They were deemed heretics and were excommunicated by the Synod of Verona. The core tenets of their doctrine were voluntary poverty, universal priesthood, gospel in vulgar tongue, strict adherence to the Bible, lay preaching. They even commissioned to translate the New Testament into Arpatian. Within a few decades, Waldensians were considered heretics, condemned by the Pope for contempt for ecclesiastical power, and excommunicated. Over the last century, they've been persecuted and burned at stakes. Should be at the stake, not pluralized. We have 3 possible policies regarding the Waldensians. Support a minority, while letting it glow faster and prevent you from initiating an inquisition. Accept a minority, a middle ground solution, or silencing a minority. Will help them go slower, but will make them more restless. About 1% of Catholic populations convert to Waldensian. We will silence them and launch an immediate inquisition. Waldensians are now part of the life and history of our nation. That's making me want to play Kingdom Come Deliverance. I will keep me fully updated. Oh, customize the reports. Yeah, I want to know about... I mean, this is just everything, but... Yeah, just tell me about everything. We should... Yeah, we should think about our merchants right now. I think we're doing this right. Basically just transferring in. I'm being told it's a very bad idea to set those pop-ups if I have. Don't choose keep updated. Surely we can change it somehow, like in utility decisions maybe. How many religions can we keep in our realm? Tons. You can have... I don't think there's a limit to how many you can have per province. Maybe there is, but... Like how many? There's probably 3 in here right now. No, 4, including Gnostic. Chad is freaking out so much about the fact that we hit keep updated that I may save and then like back up the autosave from January in case it's like an incredibly large number of pop-ups. But surely there's a way to get rid of the pop-ups if we needed to. Like surely there's an event we can fire to change it. You saw 7 in 1 province. That's pretty mad. I'm not going to worry about it for now. If it goes horribly wrong, we'll just edit the code to the hidden events. Widespread tax relief has expired. Do we need to bring that back? What's our stability looking like now? Where is it? Yeah, 28 is pretty bad. We might need to do some more tax breaks. I don't know why state reach is declining. I'm concerned about why state reach is declining, but we'll see. Can we direct the clergy against an inquisition against the Waldensians now? No inquisition to be launched. Apparently we still don't have any Waldensians. I guess it's going to recalculate on the yearly tick. Do we want to give another tax break? The 10 relations in every elite is so nice. I do like the extra loyalty across the board from tax relief. Especially because the nobles are still somewhat peeved. How much is the noble loyalty going up by? 0.59 a year. It's not great, but... I'm really tempted to just keep doing this. Yeah, I'm gonna do it. I'm gonna do it. I want to try and keep noble loyalty ticking along because we've got other reforms we want to do. Can I expand the bureaucracy yet? I don't know why. Expand the bureaucracy is not a valid option. So if we declared an Aquitaine, they're calling in Brittany, Portugal. But yeah, the hang on, were they accepting support independence? No. Thought not. Ooh, they've allied Pisa. Okay, so if I could just seize like a bit of Genoa, fabricate on Pisa, then I could get to war with Aragon without calling in Castile. That would be good. Yeah, it's probably a country flag that we can edit if we urgently need to have a problem with the reforms. Truce with Auvergne is over. You allied anyone Auvergne? Nope. Time for you to go then. Let's head on down. Oh, sorry, they have allied someone. Alright, freaking Troyes again. We will deploy some men ready to beat up their allies as soon as we declare this war. 70 is enough for another claim, isn't it? Yeah. How about Brittany? Who are you allied to? Just Britain? Yeah, Brittany and Britain, I think, is our next war, probably. And again, I think we don't take this province off Britain, but we do take this one, because that completes the Reconquer Aquitaine mission, which gives us some more claims. Foncalier, where is that? It's probably... Where is 4? Yeah. Ah, it's Provence, okay. And then we'll have probably already completed this, which will give us Savoy. Nice. Good stuff. Is there such thing as province trauma anymore? I'm not sure there is. I guess province... Oh, no, there is. I wonder what that does. Supply limit. Yeah, it doesn't seem to actually kind of show you what it does to the economy and the actual systems of the game, which I assume it does something. Burgundian separatists, huh? Fall of Barry. I'm going to loot them. Because I'm not going to conquer this area, probably, so... No harm done to land I actually care about if we burn it to the ground. Milan has arrived us. That's interesting. Milan would be a... they're a bit of a worthy rival, honestly. And we are about to get them in a coalition, potentially. If just, like, Aragon and 2 or 3... Excuse me. 2 or 3 other people joined a coalition against us, I wouldn't mind that. So we could... Again, I'm just looking for ways to get Navarro at this point. Because it's Normandy. It's my land. I deserve it. I'm very confused as to why I'm not able to do more... Fall of Napoli, Lutum. Do more state reach increases. I'm a little concerned that it's bugged. Maybe it's because you can't do it at the same time as having... like one of these other modifiers? Like, demoting greater nobility is such a big deal that you can't... Or maybe it's recalled officials. That would kind of make sense. I'm gonna ask... the devs. I'm sorry, YouTube. The recording's been paused for a little while. I'm not even sure how long. You missed a little bit. We declared war on this guy. Not certain if you saw that. And they had some allies, and we've just beaten them up. I was rambling about the horrible shape of this province. Savoy has decided to accept knowledge sharing. Someone offer me knowledge sharing. I'm so mad we haven't got commercialism growing, and I don't know why. We have a big commerce industry going on, making 400% profit. So we've got quite a bit of money. How's that building going? 13 more. It's going to take quite a while. How about here? What's the good industry going on down here in the south? Education is still doing gangbusters. As honestly is crops. And sea salt is just disgustingly valuable. Grand Salvation's expired. We need that back up immediately. Because the... it's 330 ducats. Oh my god. So expensive. I'm gonna do it though. Because we need the nobles to be on side for this whole, you know, invading England thing. And by England I mean, you know, Albrecht. Albrecht, however you say that. Okay. Yeah, no, Naples. I know you want peace. Problem is, if I take this... yeah, that's already going to give us a bit of a coalition. Let's take this first and then consider whether we can actually take any land off Naples. Because even if we didn't, you know, we siphoned off a substantial amount of cash from their nation to ours. So we don't need to. And we could also just piece them out for money. They probably have a bunch, right? Yeah. Yeah, we're definitely going to take that. Nice. There's that war over. Take your money as well. Destroy your cause. Boom. For a unified France. Wooded Highlands increased its coring cost. That's interesting. Makes sense, I guess. Harder to administrate. Oh, our autonomy. Okay, I was about to say our autonomy feels really bad, but then I compare it to like Castile. Hungary is doing okay. England's doing really well on autonomy. I guess that's because they've got a lot of maybe naval communication efficiency, but we're getting there, we're getting there. I think we should position our men against Brittany early on in this war. Alright, so Naples. If I take this, it's definitely going to cause a problem, right? Yeah. So what about if I just take the inland bit? Just a little piece. This is more manageable. I think this is doable. They might form the coalition against us, but, well, yeah, but with Castile on side, we'll be fine. Give me your money. And give me war reps. Give me the internal bit. Yeah, this works. We get 88 ducats of it. And we core these, but I can't because I can't afford to. Ouch. Okay, well that's fine. We'll get there soon. We'll let our men return home, and then it's time for war with England. And they might form the coalition, but I'm not scared. Could ally Portugal with their eye to England. Who else could we ally? It's big. Hungary? Or Genoa for a bigger fleet. I think Hungary seems like a good option. Right, because Hungary rules Poland. They're an excellent option. Let's ally Hungary. Naples announced France as their rival. So would you rather rival Naples or Milan? Naples, because we're going to fight them again for sure, for the remaining province here. I think that makes it a sensible option. Result of the war, we got 2,270 ducats looted. Pretty darn good. You know what else we could do? Let's take a look at the internal rivers in France. Special map modes, please. 3. This can be our geographical set. Other river sections. We want European continent river sections. Value range, absolute linear, whatever, whatever. Save in slot 17. View slot 17. Sometime, one of these days, it'll just work first time. 3, view slot 17. Okay, so these are river sections, and one color means one river, I think. So you can see the Danube here going, and if you have communication efficiency and you have portage along here, you can send communication along it. Now, I don't know what the significance is of the fact that there's apparently a separate river here to here to here. Like, are those actually different rivers, or is, I mean, this looks like, I'm not quite sure what impact that has on gameplay. The fact that, you know, it's counting this as a tributary to this river, but I'm not quite sure what that actually, you know, means. This is apparently all one river. So can a boat go, you know, can communication efficiency go from Paris to here, or the fact that they're different river sections mean that it can't do that? They'll need to disembark in between each section. Okay, so what we need, one way we can try and get communication down to Provence, is a good port in Paris, a good road in Paris, a good road here, a good road here, and then a good port here, and a good port here. And then we'll get communication going, boom, 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 all the way down. So for example, right now, yeah. So how good is the roads here? So they're level 2 roads here and here. How much would it cost to take that up? And also, how much infrastructure excess cash have you got right now? None, but you do have some left in the infrastructure fund. And none, but you have some left. So maybe better roads here and here would be prudent. Let's take a look. If we wanted to improve pathing to level 3, it would cost 877 ducats. I think that might be worth it. Trying to get communication out into this kind of new holdings in the east. Seems valuable to me. It's going to take 2 peasantry labor. We have 5 peasantry labor available here, and about 5 available here. So we can do 2. Yeah, you can play Mountain Taxes without any DLC. I believe a couple are recommended. Make it easier to play, but I'm not certain. Yeah, I think we're going to do this. We're going to get some level 3 pathing in these 2. Also got to keep an eye, make sure this hasn't degraded, and this hasn't degraded. There's no maintenance issues. Cool. Let's leave them selected for now, because we're getting pretty close to being able to afford that. No, another advisor has died. Every time we have to hire a new advisor, we lose 25% stability, which is, yeah, kind of sucky. These guys are probably all going to be nobles. Yeah. Yep. Well, let's hire the clergyman. Just to avoid hiring a noble, basically. Oh, hey, noble power, beginning to decline. That's what I like to see. Okay. The other thing that's cool, by the way, is Bohemia is not that far off voting for us as emperor. Which I do like. And yeah, happy to see they have not joined a coalition against us, but I will let Milan and maybe Austria fall out of coalition range. Special commissions has expired. That's one of the nobility ones, isn't it? No? What was special commissions? I could do this. Get some power that way. As well as some level 3 advisors. Ah, no. Let's do it the other way. Oh, darn. Our state reach has declined. I still don't understand why it's declining. It must be something to do with the recalled officials thing. But that's only going on for another month, so we'll see. Yep, there goes recalled officials. So let's see if... Let's not do anything yet. Well, first off, let's see if we can. Yeah, okay. We can now expand the bureaucracies. You can't expand the bureaucracy when there's recalled officials. Good to know. You should really say that in the recalled officials thing. And shouldn't we be able to do another corruption thing? Maybe on the monthly tick? No. Corruption is... We've crushed it. We've got it way lower now. Must be making our income situation quite a lot nicer. Yeah, losing a lot less money to corruption than we were. Pretty good. Though our revenue overall has tanked. Oh, of course, because we haven't got the admin taxes active. And we're losing stability right now. It's a little troubling. Why is that? What don't we have active that we did earlier? Maybe the strategic marriage? No, that's not over time. What's hurting our stability so much? Is it the clergy ones worn off? No, those weren't that big anyway. There goes full grain, but we can do that again. Weird. And yeah, let's see on this yearly tick whether state reach goes down again. Maybe corruption lowers it? Oh, crap. Okay, there's the coalition. Interesting. Do I have a war goal to attack? Ideally, you usually want to attack into coalitions before they can fully form up. Because if Aragon joins... Well, if Aragon joins, we might be able to use it to our advantage. If we can call in Bohemia and Castile. But... yeah, that's a little troubling. You very rarely want a coalition to form against you. It's usually a mark that you've just expanded slightly too fast. Because the thing about coalitions is they slow your expansion. So trying to kind of just push through them is almost always a bad move. But hey ho. We'll see. We'll see. Burden of taxation. Switzerland joining on in. The thing is, these guys don't have very big standing armies, but Austria has a fairly large one. Can I ally anyone else? Yeah, we can. Let's ally Portugal. I bet you have a bigger army than Norway. I'm just going to ally them as an anti-coalition measure, basically. We don't have a slot ready. Oh, but we can probably annex you, right? Yeah. Let's do it. Integrate Bourbonnais. And, yeah, ally Portugal. And then continue spying on these guys. Good. Nice. The annexation of Bourbonnais will be good for us. A bit more tax. Another little city down here. That's what we like to see. And we've eclipsed Naples, to no one's great surprise. So let's rival Milan instead. Do I want to embargo Milan? Because they already hate us, right? Yeah. So we're not trading with them anyway. Doesn't really make any difference. Which I suppose means, you know, I should embargo them because it gives you the power projection and all that. No harm. God, there's too many things in this. This is anytime you have to scroll to find something is bad UI design, in my opinion. Right, we were also giving the church 15% of the tax. No wonder we were in a tough spot. I think also positive stability causes it to trend down. Is that true? Yeah, current stability is lowering it by 26%. That's an odd number. Oh, no, not by 26%. By 200%. Or maybe 178% or something. Okay. And yeah, the demoted greater nobility is why we're really struggling to hold the stability at a decent level. If we did get attacked right now, honestly, we have so much money, we just buy a bunch of mercenaries. So it's not going to be a problem. It's so much of not a problem that I'm going to spend all that money we would use on mercenaries building some new pathing. Marvelous. Get going on that. And that should help with over here. It wasn't a few months ago, it was like a year ago we mathed out the stab impact. Yeah, it balances out to... It trends towards something like 0.75. But yeah, I did a big spreadsheet on that one. That was quite a simple, compared to some of the others anyway. It's quite a simple spreadsheet, to be honest. Quite easy to generate once I found all of the relevant numbers. So did state reach decline again? It did. I wonder why. Anyway, better expand the bureaucracy. We are going to go down to 1 stability, which is going to actually help. Corruption obviously rising, but it's going to help the amount it's ticking down due to current stability. So that's, you know, it's a bonus. Yeah, we could have waited just an extra, like, 2 years, but I didn't want the extra war exhaustion from staying in that war. Maybe I should have just dealt with it. Widespread tax relief has expired, and we're going to try and hold not having that because demoted greater nobility is... Well, actually, it's another 5 years. Oh, Jesus. Well, we should let stability go down to 0 so we can use the Pope to get it back up to 1. And I'd like to see how much tax we generate when we're not exempting from all our new fancy admin taxes. I mean, we went to all the trouble to reform to allow ourselves to do it. Seems a shame to not use it. Surprised that Mama hasn't gone up more. It's only gone up about 5,000 or 4,000 with the big increase in noble loyalty. Is noble loyalty still trending up from 60? Yes, but slower. I believe because we have a relation with them of 35, it will trend to approximately 35 above 50. I think it's that simple, but I'm not sure. Not sure about that. Dum 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 dum. The other thing we could consider is, I mean, with the insane profitability of Picardy, like, what if we did yet another level of irrigation there? That could be good. Let's try and take a look at the numbers on that and how it would shake out. Because, oh, excuse me. The productivity bonus from irrigation is one of the simpler modifiers. And remember, we're only spending 15 now. So just a little bit on tollage, a little bit on land tax. So the industry here, the dye, it's making 330 ducats by selling 9.9 delicacy and 51.4 fiber. So if we were to increase the irrigation and give it 20% productivity, would a productivity increase also increase its labor demand? Or do you think it would just make more with less? I'm not sure about that. I suspect it seems like it would make more with less. So let's say it made an extra 20% stuff. Let's get the calculator out here. If it was making 20% more stuff, then instead of 187, I mean obviously it will slightly affect the price, but I don't think in a particularly meaningful way. 16.477. So it made 20% more than that. Except of course it wouldn't be 20% more than that. It would be it would go from 140 to 160. So it's 303 it's making at the moment in profit. What is the difference between 140 and 160? It's 12.5%. So 303 times 112. Whoops, typed that wrong. 303 times 112.5. No, times 1.125, sorry. 1.125 times 303 is 340. So it would make an extra 37 ducats based on current market conditions. So the question is, there would be an extra upkeep requirement, which currently is 6 ducats a year. The question is, do we want to pay another... If it's currently 6 ducats, we're going to increase the amount of infrastructure there by about, what, 40%? Do we want to pay an extra kind of 4 to 5 ducats to make the province make an extra 38 ducats? 37. I think the answer is yes. Because, you know, we're spending the extra 4 ducats, and we're not getting the extra 4. Because remember, we only own 8% of the farmland here. So just on our amount going up by 12%, that's only going to make us kind of 2 ducats, where it's going to cost us 5. But it's going to make the peasants, the nobles, the burghers, and the clergy in the province much richer. So I think that's still worth it. So that's our next goal. How much is that going to cost? Shouldn't be too bad. Design project. Infrastructure. Irrigation to rank 4. Wow, it's 1,000 ducats. It's quite a lot. I'm still going to do it, I think, because this province is just crazy productive. But we're going to have to save up for that for a while. Maybe we'll be able to take the money off England. That's another question I have for the devs, actually. Does bureaucrat loyalty do anything? Does it trend with faction loyalty? With court faction loyalty? If it's the inverse of corruption, does minus 10 faction loyalty make corruption trend up via trending loyalty? I'd like to know that. Okay, cool. I think we will call it there. Pretty good episode. Got some more land. I think that was this episode, wasn't it? And yeah, caused a little coalition, but that's okay. Nothing we can't handle. Thanks very much, everybody, for watching. I appreciate it a great deal, and I will see you all in the next episode. Bye-bye.